One of the questions that we get asked all the time is, oh, is it painful? A lot of people think that sports and remedial massage has to be really painful for it to work. And they will often take pain or feeling really sore and bruised after as a sign that something good has happened to the muscles. At LSM, we have a different take on it, one that a lot of sports and remedial massage therapists share, in fact. So in today's video, I want to talk you through how hard or painful or uncomfortable should a sports massage actually be? How can you tell if it's too hard or if it's not hard enough? And what are the negative consequences if you get a massage that's too hard? So I'm going to talk about all of that in today's video. Hi, I'm Catherine. I'm the founder and principal therapist at Layton Sports Massage, LSM Clinic. And in this channel, we share information about how the body works and simple self-care tips to help keep you as close to pain-free as possible. Now, how painful should a massage be? A lot of people think that the main difference between like a spa relaxing massage and a sports massage is that sports massage is really painful. And so a lot of people will avoid having a sport or deep tissue or remedial massage because they're afraid of the discomfort. Luckily, there are a lot of massage therapists, especially the ones that I work with and in some of the groups that I'm in, who understand that you don't have to have an incredibly painful experience to have an effective massage. But there is definitely some discomfort involved, and it will vary from person to person. So, is a sports massage / remedial massage supposed to be painful? Yes and no. Okay, so I say yes and no because overall the answer is no. You should not feel like your body is being attacked when you have a massage. It shouldn't be super painful. You shouldn't feel really bruised afterwards. You shouldn't feel really exhausted afterwards. You shouldn't feel like you have to tense up just to make it bearable, right? And these are some things that we've heard clients say when they've come from other practitioners to us and why they'd always avoided having like a sport or remedial massage before because of the pain they'd experienced. That said, there can be some discomfort. Now, I call it good pain. A lot of people say that's an oxymoron because if it's pain, it's bad. But what my clients describe is it's like, oh yeah, that's painful, but it feels like it's doing some good, right? So depending on how long you've had the tension in your body and how much is built up in there, sometimes areas will feel sharp or they will feel uncomfortable, but they should always be within a comfortable pain threshold for you. Often, I've had people tell me that my touch is light compared to people they've seen. Other people say that I work really deeply. So it will really depend on your experience. But you should never, ever, ever have a massage that feels too deep for you. So, I have some clients who just don't like deep pressure, right? And we don't work deeply and we can still get really excellent results because we're working with the muscle, we work in slowly, and we stay within the client's comfort zone. The other thing is that some people think because it's supposed to be painful, they put up with the pain to get the benefit, but that actually can have damaging consequences in the long run. So the answer to the first question is sports massage supposed to be painful? It can be uncomfortable, but it should never feel so painful to you that you really feel like it feels wrong, that it feels too much. Now, how can you tell what is too much? There are 3 really easy markers to look for to identify if you're getting a massage that's too deep for you or that's too uncomfortable. Number 1, you should not have to tense your body to receive the massage. If someone is working on you and you feel yourself tensing, and this could look like your muscle is actually tensing, it could look like you're gripping your hands or you're gripping your toes or sometimes your butt cheeks, just like that, kind of holding on to take it. 2, you should never have to hold your breath. If you notice yourself holding your breath, that's a sign that you're bracing against the pressure and it's too much pressure and the person should come out. Number 3, you should feel okay with it, right? Even if you're not holding your breath, even if your muscles aren't tensing, if you're like, ooh, that feels really uncomfortable, it's too much pressure for you. Now, here's the thing. Your ability to take pressure or your pain threshold is going to change across time, right? So depending on how stressed you are, sometimes if you haven't been getting a lot of sleep, also if you have a monthly cycle, at certain points in the cycle, our pain threshold goes down. So you may be able to take pressure, you may like pressure to a certain depth one day, and then another day it might be too much, right? And a good massage therapist should understand that. They shouldn't be like, oh, well, this pressure was fine last time. Why is it a problem now? Also, depending on how much your muscle has worked, sometimes they'll take more or less pressure. Like if a muscle has really been overworking itself to the point where it's soft and spongy almost instead of hard and tight, that muscle may be more tender even to the lightest touch, right? And that can be down to inflammation. So a good massage therapist should know the quality of the tissue that they're working on, and along with your pain response that you're getting, where to work and where not to work. What happens if you have too deep massage, right? Is it no big deal? Is it just like, oh, that's not a problem? No, it can have serious long-term effects on your body. One bad massage isn't likely to create long-term damage, right? But I have seen a lot of clients who've gone to massage therapists who believe that it had to be really painful to be effective, and the legacy on their body was really long lasting. Okay. So number 1, I've had clients where every time I go near the muscle, I don't even need to touch the muscle. I'll just put my hand near the muscle tenses, because it's been trained that on a massage table in that position, it experiences pain and it's defending itself. I really want you to let that sink in for a second. It's defending itself against the massage therapist because it's been trained that it's a painful, damaging experience to be on a massage table. The other effect, you can have something called hypersensitization. Now, hypersensitization is when the nervous system is so alert that it actually has an increased pain response, even though there's not a lot of pressure. And we see this sometimes as massage therapists for various reasons. Like if you've had chronic pain for a long period of time, your body is going to be very stressed and on high alert. So your body might not even be able to take like what would be normal pressure in a massage because the nervous system is so sensitive. Now, the way that we deal with hypersensitization is that we work within the pain threshold, even if the muscles could take more, because we need to recalibrate the nervous system. I don't know if you've ever had pain to the point where like you're in so much pain when you say move your arm, that just the thought of moving your arm creates a pain response in it. And that can happen with massage where it's almost like it's creating a higher pain response so that it can avoid that damage. And that's the other thing. It can create short-term muscle damage. When we're working with the body, we should be working with the body, like with it in partnership, not against it. And some massage therapists, a minority, I'd like to say, but some seem to approach the body as if it's a will, like a battle of wills. Like, I'm going to make you relax, so I'm going to massage you until you do, and I'm going to keep doing more and more pressure until I feel like it's done. You know, some would argue that that is just tenderizing muscles because you're just breaking it down. What we should actually be doing when we're working with the body is we are putting pressure on the muscle, and then the brain releases the muscle. So we're interacting with the nervous system. We're creating a stimulus on the muscle so that the body relaxes the muscle tension. And if it doesn't relax it, we need to figure out what's going on, not push harder, right? So we don't want to be fighting the body. And I have had clients who they told me from other massages that when they went to these other massage therapists where it was really, really deep, their legs or their body felt bruised for up to 3 days and they felt totally wiped out. And that's because their body was healing from what had happened, right? And yeah, they felt loose after because there was an effect on the nervous system. But we get those same results at the clinic without that extended period of exhaustion. Now, just to be clear, 24 to 48 hours of a little bit of discomfort or like a slight tenderness in really tight areas is normal, but not like deep whole body soreness or feeling totally exhausted. So, what should you do if you feel like you're getting a too deep massage? So, the first thing to remember is that not all massage therapists are able to gauge what pressure you want, especially if it's a day that your pressure is high. I believe that a good massage therapist can tell from your body cues when things are too deep or not deep enough and should be checking in with you to get to get a sense of what your pressure level is for that day. But, even the best massage therapists have an off day, right? So, the first thing to do is just let them know that that pressure is too much. And sometimes, well, almost always, one pressure in one area is going to be okay, but that same pressure somewhere else isn't because that muscle is tighter in a different area. So you can be like, oh, that's a bit too much right there, to let them know so they can come out. Now, once they've gone in a bit too deep a couple of times, they should be adjusting their pressure based on what you're saying. If they keep doing the same pressure, even though you've asked them to reduce it a couple of times, you have every right to stop the session. I know it's super uncomfortable. And to be honest, I probably wouldn't do it if I was in that situation. So I definitely don't blame you if you don't feel comfortable doing that. But I want to let you know it's absolutely your right. If you're in a massage session and you feel like the pressure is too much and it's creating a lot of pain and you're having to tense or hold your breath. I've even had clients who said they cried at massage sessions because the pressure was so deep, but the therapist was like, no, you need to have this pressure to have an improvement. And they believed you and they believed them. But you have every right to stop if it's too painful. And if anyone says that it has to be deep to be effective, that is simply not true. I do believe there's a level that we go into that opens up the muscle effectively. And sometimes that level can be uncomfortable. But we also have a lot of techniques that are painless or more gentle that allows the body to release in a different way. And we as massage therapists use those so that we can create an experience that's good for you. I personally like it when it's a little bit deep and I feel that second of discomfort before it opens. But it's usually only a moment or two before my muscle starts to relax and then the pain decreases. So that's what you should be feeling if you feel it at all. So let me know if this is helpful. Does this make you feel more confident or comfortable with how much pain you should be experiencing when you go for a massage? Do you know the difference now between a good pain and some discomfort versus like a pain that could be doing things that aren't very nice to your body and your muscles? And do you have any questions for me at all? And if you'd like to try the way that we do massage at the clinic and you're in London, we're at Leighton, Walthamstow, and Angel. And I'd love to see you. Me or one of the therapists would love to see you there. So have a fantastic day. Oh, and if you like this video, please click the like button, subscribe, and share. Bye.